What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's really quick tutorial on how to get yourself some bronze weapons. So today I'm going to be showing you where you find tin, where you find copper, how you merge them together to get a bronze, and then you can finally get yourself out of the Stone Age and into the Bronze Age. Let's get started. Now, as a bit of a prerequisite to this, you're going to need to get yourself the pickaxe to start with, and the pickaxe can be got by defeating the first boss. And what you're going to need to do to be able to summon the first boss is kill some of these deer. So you're going to spend a little bit of time just looking around, trying to grab some deer like this, and you're going to be using their heads as trophies, and you're going to end up putting them onto the sacrifice plinth. That'll summon the first boss. The first boss is fairly easy, to be honest. I think I defeated him the first time with just a spear, a 0 armor. So give him a bash, dodge out the way, defeat the first boss, and get the hardened antlers. And this is going to allow you to make your pickaxe. So once you've got yourself your pickaxe, I do apologise, it is very misty this morning apparently in game. You're going to want to head over to the Black Forest. So I've just been scouting over in this Black Forest area, and everyone on the server seems to have taken all of the copper, so I've just come down here instead. Found it pretty much straight away, but what you're looking for copper is these big boulders. Now they do look like standard bits of terrain like you just see everywhere, but they are actually in fact rocks that you can break down, and you'll find the copper ones just next to them like this. So the copper ones have got little veiny pieces in between it with the veins of copper running through it, and it's all the shiny pieces that you want to be looking for. Rather, this one hasn't, and you'll also notice that when you mouse over this, nothing happens. This one actually shows as copper deposit as well. So I'm going to be using the bronze axe. Obviously, you'll be using the standard axe, the antler axe to start with, but once you've got your bronze, you'll be able to use one of these bad boys as well. These are going to mine a little bit faster for you. And they're also going to have a higher durability as well, which means you can mine for longer. And all you're going to do is start smacking this. Now, one thing to note straight away, which a lot of people do not realise, is it's not just your top layer. As you see there, the bottom layer underneath it as well also has copper in it. So you can dig a bit deep down as well. And I've actually seen people dig quite far down and still get copper from these deposits as well. So it's worth grabbing all of them. You will get more stone than you'll get copper, which is a little bit frustrating. But you notice I've already got 15 stone and only 4 copper currently from this little bit. And to make bronze, you're going to need double the amount of copper as what you need of tin. So just keep that in mind. Copper is going to be the hardest one for you to find. There is more of it physically in one of these, but it takes a lot longer to mine than it will do tin. So just keep smacking it, keep getting it a tap. When it breaks, all I tend to do is bring a cart with me, to be honest. Load up the cart with everything that I can do until my pick is broke. Bring 2 picks at once if you can do. And then just take it all back in one big run, and then you'll be laughing. So the next thing you're going to need on your list is going to be tin, because you can't make your bronze without tin and without copper. So your tin, as you can see here, is kind of along the riverbanks of the Black Forest. So the tooltip that you get from your little crow friend says in the oceans. It's not in the oceans, it's next to the water. It threw me off massively first time I went for a bit of an adventure on the seas just to try and find some, and I couldn't find any whatsoever. And then when I came into the Black Forest again, I noticed it is literally just around the water's edge. You'll see it a bit easy because it's a bit shinier as well, so like that, you can't really miss it. It's going to be straight there for you as well. So as you did with the bronze, just give it a few taps. The difference here is it's not as big. So you're only going to get that little bit, but you will notice 2 or 3 hits there. I'm getting 3. So I've already got more tin than I got with copper, and it's taking me even less time. So tin, super easy to get, less of it, but faster to get it. And you can get more of it faster, if that makes sense. And once you've done that, you're going to need to head back to your base. And there's another massive copper deposit, as you can see. So once you've arrived home, guys, you're going to need to get yourself a smelter in order to process some of this raw material that you've just got. So what you're going to need to do is go ahead and get yourself 5 Surtling cores and some stone. Your stone's obviously quite easy to get. Your Surtling cores are a little bit more difficult. You're going to have to go to a delve, or you're going to have to go to a burial chamber or a troll cave or something in the dark forest in order to get them. Now, most people probably know where to get them. They'll be exploring by now. But if you are stuck, let us know. Drop us a comment and I will show you a video. I'll record one for you. One thing you probably noticed while I'm just messing about here is that you can't build it on wood. You can on the ground as long as it's quite flat, which is why my workshop kind of looks like this. I can have it sunken down a little bit. Now, I do advise to put it this way around because this is your output, this is your input. So we just chuck stuff in there, and this is your coal. So I've built a kiln right next to it. I can just stack up all the wood in the world, and this is going to spit out the charcoal right next to pretty much where it needs to go, so it makes it a little bit more easier for me. I'm just going to get some charcoal to get us started real quick, and also grab some of these bits and pieces as well that we got from our journey that I put away. So we're just going to top this up with all the coal in the world, and then on the other side we're going to chuck in all of our materials. You can only put 10 in at a time, so it does need a little bit of weight and a bit more patience for it to come through. But then what you're going to start getting is you're going to start getting bronze bars, and you're going to start getting tin bars pop through, and then we're going to need to convert them over into bronze. So after a fair bit of time, you're going to notice it starts spewing out your copper or your tin, and you're going to keep wanting to top that up at the same time. You'll notice that this burns roughly at the same time as the amount of coal that it uses as well, so it's not a 1-for-1 with your coal. It does tend to be, I think it's 3 or 4 pieces of coal per bit of tin or copper that you made. Once you've got some in your inventory like what I've got right now, we're just going to head over to a workbench. So these ones are called the forge for the metal stuff, and you've got bronze right there, and you've also got bronze times 5 to make it a little bit faster for you. So if you get your 10 copper and you got your 5 tin, you can just make 5 a piece. Now, as I did say earlier, you're going to find that your copper is 2 times the amount of copper per 5 tin. So yeah, it's a bit more expensive on the copper side of stuff. But then once you've made this up, you'll unlock all the options for all of this other stuff. Bronze nails is going to be what you use to make your carts and stuff, which is going to help you get even more stuff in the future. But then you can also make your cultivator, so you can grow some carrots, and your bronze helmet and your bronze armor as well, so you can take less damage. But that's it for today's brief tutorial on how to find tin and copper and how to make bronze. I really hope you found this interesting. If you want to see a bit more of the let's play and see how I made my base and come on some adventures, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and you can watch the series so far. And as always, we'll see you next time. Peace.